I'm a go-getter.
It's the Goalgetta podcast with Jay Black. His goal is to inspire you to become the best version of yourself. Success is the only option.
Go-getter is all about mindset. My mindset is, since I'm here, why not be the greatest ever? And it's a win-win situation. Let's say I don't become the greatest ever. I'll become one of the greats. But it forces me to grind the greatness every day. And if you want to win that life, you got to grind the greatness every day. You deserve to live your best life. The world can sleep on you, but just make sure you don't sleep on you. So I love and believe in you, and I want to take you to that next level. Put your seatbelt on. Ride with me.
I feel them 3 words coming. I'm excited. Yeah. Welcome to the Goalgetta podcast with Jay Black. And ready or not, it's about to go up. That's right, not down. It's about to go up. Now, goal-getter. What's a goal-getter? I'm glad you asked. My logo sums up my message. One finger to the brain, the other point to the sky. All I'm saying is, with the right mindset, you go to the top. I put the red check next to the brain because everything starts with the mind, and it takes blood, sweat, and tears to achieve goals. You're a goal-getter. I'm a goal-getter. Success is the only option. Everything about my guest today says success is the only option. But before we get to my guest, gotta talk to y'all about the Success is the Only Option school tour. The link is popping up right now. We're now booking for this tour. I'm telling you right now, I can't wait to see you. Not just the students, but the teachers. I have a message. If you got a heartbeat, I got a message for you. But this success tour is gonna be crazy. And once again, visit the link below. We are now booking. Also, I gotta talk to y'all about the life-changing event. Success is the only option. Teen Career Day. Registration is closed for teens. We got 90 teens registered. But it's a 2-part event. So, February 19th, 2:30, the doors open to the public. Now, I know y'all love that 4-letter word, right? Free? Yes, it's free admission. So, make sure you mark your calendar right now, February 19th. Ton of surprises, bringing in my friend, my homie, Brian Majors from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, amazing speaker. And, oh, you mean hear the words that came out my mouth? That's right, you're not gonna hear them unless you come to the event, February 19th. You'll hear the surprises I said. Now, we're gonna keep it moving. You gotta shout out Goalgetta Academy. Goalgetta Academy, my mentoring program. With that, we actually focus on goal setting, mental health, financial literacy, entrepreneurship, community service. So the young kings and young queens are doing a great job, so I definitely gotta shout them out. And right now, because what just popped up on the screen, I know y'all feeling them, right? The Goalgetta Classics, the new Goalgetta shoes. Yes, they're out on the website. Make sure you go grab you some Goalgetta Classics. And then grab the Goalgetta joggers and the Success is the Only Option hoodie to go with it. Or the new product I just uploaded last night because somebody inboxed me like, can you bring this product back? I'm not even gonna tell you the name, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta go to the website, just popped up on the screen, you know what I'm talking about. But unfortunately, I gotta say, because I'm just feeling the way, because it's 2022, and a lot of y'all just in y'all feelings too much. So what the hoodie says is, turn your feelings down and turn your hustle up. That's the hoodie. It says, turn your feelings down and turn your hustle up. I actually dropped it in 2018 and it's back. So yes, make sure you grab that. It goes great with the Goalgetta Classics, the Goalgetta joggers, and make sure you grab a Goalgetta hat. Now, mental exercises. I gotta ask y'all, have y'all been doing them? Now for the new viewers and listeners, you're probably thinking mental exercises. What are you talking about, Jay Black? Well, as you all know, we live in a very cold, dark world. People are quick to tell you what you can't do. But you look at the word can't. You take the T off, it says can. You can achieve whatever you put your mind to. You look at the word impossible, it says I'm possible. So I'm telling you this is a great way to start your day. And I want you to be the first person to speak life into yourself. So when you first wake up, I need 3 positive thoughts. I'll share a few of mine with you. Be the change you want to see in the world. Be a great husband. Be a great father. But it's when you first wake up, you do more, but at least 3. Now from there, you should be going to the restroom, brushing your teeth, washing your face. If not, we got a problem. But while I'm in the restroom, I need positive affirmations. Look at that person you see in the mirror and say, I am great. I am a winner. Success is the only option. Now to my guest, Crystle Panyther, known for her extensive experience as a theater and film actress, independent film producer, and casting director. This queen also has a passion for mentoring aspiring talent. Crystle, say what's up to the people.
Woo! Hey world, how's it going?
So yes, we're very happy to have you here, and I'm gonna go back to the beginning as far as our introduction. So Cleveland, You know, on a set of workout partners, she reached out to me. I brought some young kings and young queens of Goalgetta Academy actually to the film. I didn't know really fully what we were getting into.
I was about to say, you brought all of our
Right.
kids.
Well, he told me what he needed, so hey, I had him. I had his back. Shout out to my guy, Brian Burns. I had his back. He told me what he needed, and I brought what he needed. You know what I'm saying? But
Listen, when I'm casting any production looking for kids, I'm starting with Goalgetta first. Listen.
I appreciate
You
that.
brought
I
all the
appreciate
talented
that.
kids out, and they did such a good job. So we
Thank
praise you for even being a part of it.
Thank you. But I want to know what's your start, you know, in this industry. I just seen you recently you're doing amazing things. So what originally attracted you to film?
Ooh, Jamar, a long time ago. I was a kid, man. I grew up in LA.
Okay.
So field trips.
So that's why your Instagram is Cali Girl.
Oh, Cali girl. Ohio, Cali girl.
So
I
what
kinda
made
mixed
you
it up.
come to Ohio? Not to interrupt the story, but I gotta know this because I love palm
Listen,
trees.
Family, nothing else but family. My mom decided after I graduated that she was gonna move back because all family was here. Her mom, her dad, my whole family was always here. So my mom moved us to LA when I was a year old. So that's my whole life is LA.
Your whole life was
So my adult life is pretty much at Ohio. So when she moved, I tried to stay out there for a while. I wish I would have stuck it out, but it was hard by myself. I didn't have much family.
Right.
So then maybe about a year later, I tried to go to school in college and stuff, but a year later I ended up following my mom to Ohio, which is where I actually started my acting career.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I actually didn't get started. Well, I did theater in high school, but I wasn't really serious. In LA, for me, it's a lot of distractions when you were city girl and you at the video shoots and you hanging out with the celebrities at the parties and stuff. It was a lot of distractions.
Right.
So my focus wasn't really until I got to Ohio because it wasn't it wasn't as much going on for me to lose focus. So I actually started acting at the Caribou House, taking classes at the Caribou House in Cleveland, the world-renowned Caribou House. Taking classes at the Akron Playhouse. That's where I really started to pursue my dream in acting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
that's what's up.
it's been great ever since. So, but where we started though, I can always go back to those field trips that we used to take to Paramount Studio, to all the different studios. Sitting in the audience as a young girl, seeing how sound effects were made. Technology has changed over the years.
Right.
But watching this guy across the stage make the sound of a horse for a movie with just some horseshoes that he was galloping, that he actually walked on his knees across the stage, and it echoed in the whole auditorium in that studio, and I was like, wow. And they showed that part of the film where it was that, and it was like, so it was just amazing to me. So I was like, I want to do stuff like this. I want to be a part of this. And not only that, going to the different prop rooms and seeing what they used to break glass, the breakable props, and all of that stuff was amazing to me. And watching TV, of course, and seeing only a few of us on TV.
I want to stay right there. So definitely only a few of us. So who was the it factor for you that really, as far as a black woman, 'cause I know definitely you, a black woman, had to be a woman that really just intrigued you and say, you know what, that's it. Was it a performance or a movie or a scene?
Was, for real, I think, because we only had characters, whether they were black or white. I was like Punky Brewster. I just liked characters that were funny.
Okay.
But when A Different World and The Cosby Show came out, it was Lisa Bonet for me.
Okay.
It was those shows that made us run home and watch them whatever time it came on. Everybody was at home in front of that tube, and we were waiting. And that excitement just really did something to me to know that this is what I want to do. And I was also in modern jazz dance and ballet. Okay. So I always wanted to perform during the award shows, the babyface dancers.
Right.
And I always wanted to do that. And those were just things that just kept me in the industry. I just think I fell in love with the industry of entertainment. Okay. Honestly, yeah.
So let's fast forward, because I want to know this experience of workout partners. I only seen the kids part, but I seen clips of the adult part. So I think it's going to be epic. I think it's going to be great. Yeah. It's definitely some great things. So how did you even connect with Brian Berry?
Brian and I met. He's an amazing guy, someone that's learning the industry and has done exceptionally well. So he and I met on the set of Hey Mr. Postman, which was his first film. Workout Partners is his second. and I was cast as an actress in that film, which was great. Had a chance to work beside a lot of great actors and actresses. So that's how we met, and he happened to be in one of the scenes I was in, and he's such a stand-up dude. You wouldn't even know that he was the writer, the executive producer, because he just fit into that scene that we...
I feel them 3 words coming. I'm excited. Yeah. So we're still booking for the Success is the Only Option School Tour. Visit the link below. My logo sums up my message. 1 finger to the brain, 1 to the sky. With the right mindset, you go to the top. I put the red check next to the brain because everything starts with the mind, and it takes blood, sweat, and tears to achieve goals. You're a goal-getter. I'm a goal-getter. Like my hoodie says, success is the only option.
We ran,
Right.
You know what I mean? So if you haven't seen the movie yet, hey, Mr. Postman, you're kind of late, but definitely can check it out. Amazon Prime and so many other streaming sites, I'm sure.
Right. And tell the people, a few of the people. So it was Omar Gooding. Y'all some big names, some names.
Omar Gooding. What's the comedian? I'm so bad with names.
See, Rodney Perry was in
Rodney
there.
Perry, definitely. I worked alongside Rodney Perry. My girl from Friday. I don't remember her name right now.
What's that's the character with the attitude?
She was the supervisor in the film.
She was a
Dang,
supervisor.
I hope she's not listening, because that's my girl too. She played Craig. She was the crackhead girl acting like in Friday. What's her name?
Okay,
With the pigtails. Dang,
Yeah,
I can't
I know
remember.
you're talking
But y'all
about.
know what I'm talking
I know you're
about.
talking about. Okay, so she was up in there. Okay.
Yeah, she's from Cleveland too.
Oh,
she
she
graduated
is?
from Cleveland Heights.
Oh wow.
And that was actually her first time coming home in years.
Wow.
Dang, if y'all remember her name, type it in here, because I
we
need
gonna
to
Google
see.
it. We gonna definitely find out. I'll put it on the screen
Dang,
when it's
she gonna be
released.
mad.
Yeah. So y'all be mad at her, not.
Sorry, I can't. My memory is shot. I'm sorry.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, so hey, Mr. Postman, that was the introduction as far as you meet Brian. So
Yeah.
workout partners. So then you was an actress for this. So for this one, casting director. So how that even
Casting director.
So the
Yeah.
change of.
So I've always done casting, independent film casting, just
Okay.
from being in the industry. I know when I first moved here, I talked about theater. You know, that's where I started my acting career, because it wasn't a whole lot of films being done in Cleveland.
Right.
But when it was films being done, I wasn't quite prepared, you know, and that's when I realized I wasn't prepared. But I found myself getting in the areas behind the scenes.
Okay.
So working in the casting department behind the scenes, or assisting in the wardrobe department, anywhere that I can actually learn more about the industry is what I ended up doing. So as things progressed in the film industry, I did go to broadcasting school, because I figured if I couldn't learn, you know, if there wasn't film opportunities, I would at least, maybe I can be at the news, you know, I can be somewhere in front of the camera doing what I like to do. So at the time I graduated from Ohio Center for Broadcasting at the time, they had changed there was like the broadcasting field had changed.
Okay.
To where, you know, it was just a lot more work. So where I ended up interning at Radio 1, different places, but it actually led to doing more work for people casting characters in theater and film and so forth, and that's kind of what I've been doing. So Black Butterfly Casting is what I cast under.
Okay.
So you can follow me there on Facebook. But anytime people need characters for their film or their theater production, they'll reach out to me.
I think someone want to highlight real quick, because she's dropping a lot of jewels. I'm gonna press the rewind buttons. I don't know if y'all caught this. So she's so in love with the industry. She figured if she can't be in front of the camera, she's gonna be behind the camera. So she did the work. She learned different aspects of it, and that's why she could actually be the actress or now casting director. But she filled in the gaps. So you gotta be a student of your craft. You gotta be a student of your craft. You're a real true student. There's always be opportunities will come your way if you really honor your craft and be a student of it. And I even learned, because I know, of course, with you being in this industry, I didn't know, I wasn't aware we was gonna be that many hours, but I want you to talk about the process, because for our few minute clips, people don't understand the process. Like you might be there 5 hours, 6 hours. So I want you to talk about. we was there 12 hours.
We was there.
Yeah, we was there 12 hours, but
Listen.
and we seen the end result. It's well worth it. You know what I'm saying? But I want you to talk about that process and just how did you even get as far as adapting to that? I know that's your normal.
Jamar,
That was our first.
It is. It really is. And people don't realize how much work really goes into it, especially the people that want to get into this industry
That's not what you're
as
talking about.
actors. It really does take a lot of time on set. And everything that you plan for is not going to always work out.
Right.
So their star player may not be there on time, which, things happen. The cameras break, batteries needed. You never know what may happen, but not only that, it can just be a long day of filming. I know Denzel Washington, he directed his first film here in Cleveland. We were in Worcester. We shot for almost 24 hours, Jamar.
24 hours?
23 hours we were on set in Worcester in the farm. It's an opening scene. What's the guy he did the movie about?
Antoine Fisher?
Antoine Fisher, yeah. So that opening scene in a bar, it's probably 2 seconds of film that took us almost a whole day to shoot.
Wow.
So it really is, like, you really have to know that it takes time. You can't just come on set and I gotta leave at 3. Just don't show up, because we can't guarantee you're going to be out by a certain time sometime. And that's just the reality of filmmaking. Like, you can't promise. I just tell people to reserve the whole day, because you just don't know. So be prepared if you really want to be in this industry, to really put in the long hours on set.
And I'm glad you touched on that and with more in detail about it, because I want people to understand you got to know what you're signing up for. When I talk about goals and achieving goals, I made a video last week, a Conquer Your Week. I make one every week, but I talked about talking to your goals, because questions lead to answers. So once you got a goal, you got to talk to the goal. What would really taking me to achieve this goal? So then the next thing is, okay, it's the person you are, the person you have to become. Now, are you willing to really make the sacrifices and put in the work to become this person to achieve that goal? A lot of people say they want to achieve this, but they're not willing to put in the work. So you got to really ask yourself some questions, serious questions, and then your actions will say really what you're about. Not what you say, your actions to show how serious you are.
Agreed.
Dope. So I got to ask you this, because really you were, Kylie, so you used the palm trees. So what was your first impression once you seen snow? I want to hear the story when you first seen snow.
Everybody that knows me knows that I've been here for over 20 years, right? And I have still not adjusted to it.
Still haven't adjusted.
The reason I work at the airlines is to travel when I want to just get away, because the snow, it's not for me. It's pretty. I like to see it for one day, and that's December 25th, if that.
Right.
But after that, I'm so good. I just don't like it. But I'm here. I love you guys.
Cause I'm like, man, palm trees, and then so before you came here, what was the coldest day out there?
Well, see, our cold is different. Like 60 degrees at nighttime can be cold.
I was roasting my cousin. Yeah. I'm like, man, what was that?
60 but we saying 60 degrees.
They was mad, like.
Yeah, it's like
Y'all funny, man.
You don't get it unless you really live there. Like, it's cold at nighttime, and it could be 60 degrees, but it's that wind chill. It's just different. It's different. But hey.
But it's funny. So, and I'm glad to say that, it's more to life than even in the city. For the people that's just tuning in from Akron, Ohio, I want you to definitely get outside of here. It's more something. The world is big.
Yeah.
This world is big. And I want you to adapt a global mindset, because there's so much you can achieve in this world, but you got to, once again, know what you're signing up for and just want to do the work, Yeah. And I like that she was so committed and in love with her craft that she, no matter whatever it took, in front of the screen, behind the screen, she want to do the work. So I want you to talk about now. So now you providing opportunities for your son. I just seen he got a role, so he's getting into the business. So, and y'all on the set together?
Yes, we are going to be on the set together. We're going to be actually filming next week a short film. That a friend of mine is actually executive producing, and I was cast. I had to audition. No matter how how successful you are in this industry, sometimes they still want you to audition for the role.
Right.
So people don't understand that sometimes. Either they think, oh, they know what I've done. Look at my reel, and then no, honey. Still, you need to audition for this role if that's what they asked for.
Right.
So auditioned for the role, which was of course earlier last year, and they're just getting around to it due to COVID. This character has 3 kids. So, he's like, well, Crystle, I know you do casting. Go ahead and cast those kids that you want.
Okay, play. Well, okay.
It's like, who am I not going to cast?
Hey, CJ lucked up. Sometimes it's who you know. Sometimes it's who you know. Right. You got to build the relationships. That's what's up.
CJ is actually, after I had CJ in 2010, I went back to school to Akron U to finish my communications degree. So being in media then production media. We had to do a lot of video work, and we, done so much. CJ's been in different videos, and he's been acting. He's been in it for a minute. So Rumble TV was another film, a feature film that I produced last year, and he's playing the main character's son in that. So he's been doing some stuff, and he's a character himself. So anytime, I just haven't gotten him all the way involved yet, because I don't know, if he's really ready. But he says he's ready, so we're gonna keep getting him work. But I did cast 2 other kids.
Okay.
So congratulations to Ebony and Earl Davis, who just got cast as my other 2 kids in the film. So.
Okay, that's dope. And shout out to CJ too, because he goes to a great school. I'm a Millard South alumni, so he goes to Millard South. With my daughter, Jada Lyric, so shout out to Millard South.
Not only that, he's a part of Goalgetta Academy.
That's right. I was about to come up with that. And he's part of Goalgetta Academy, and I'm great, man. My guy, man. Great personality, the more I get to know him, you know what I'm saying? And it was so funny, because when I talk about Goalgetta, the extra mile, so his first session, no matter what I say, you got to go above and beyond. So I was like, yeah, we got 150 jumping jacks. So we at the barbershop, then he got the 150. So he stopped, and they keep going. He's like, he said 150. And he was tired, and he was blew out. And they went to like 200. But I want to understand, so even what you was talking about, if it's 1,000 actors, what makes you different? Want to go the extra mile. So if everybody's getting there, they say be there at 7 o'clock, you be there at 6 o'clock. They be like, hey, he's really hungry.
Yeah.
We go above and beyond, because greatness can't be denied. Good is not good enough. I don't say grind the goodness, we grind the greatness. And also with the young kings and young queens, want them to know, if you look like us, it's twice as hard.
Yes.
It's twice as hard. So we got to work twice as hard. And we're not going to let racism be an excuse why we don't achieve our goal. Okay, that exists. But we still seeing that we still becoming billionaires.
Still great.
You see Tyler Perry, you see Jay-Z, Oprah Winfrey, have-nots. They weren't born with it. So that's showing what's possible. So it's no excuse. Success is the only option. All right, great. So I got to ask you this question too. And tell us some principles that you live by.
Principles I live by is educating. You got to educate self. You have to invest in yourself and be true to yourself, especially in an industry that always wants you to be someone else.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, accepting roles, a lot of times I tell people it's okay to be selective and turn things down, because you have to also think about the role you're portraying to other people. It is acting, but at the same time, think about the message you're putting out there at the same time. So not everybody has that's just me. That's just how I feel about it. But I also feel that if you're true to yourself, you can't get lost in the roles that you play. And as an actor, you can. It does happen. You can. I played a role, Nina in Toxic, who pretty much she lost her baby. Was dealing with infant mortality, the stressors in life that led to her losing her child, which was very emotional. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, and for a while, I found myself in that emotional mind frame, after doing that part. And if you don't know how to get yourself out of those roles, you can be stuck for a while. Right. So really knowing how to stay true to yourself, and educate yourself, knowing that anything you do, not just acting, whatever you do, whether it's this industry or any other industry, you have to invest in educating yourself and surrounding yourself around people that are motivators, you know what I'm saying, like yourself, people that are wanting to see you win, you know what I mean? And sometimes you don't have that support system. Right. Because they don't always believe in your vision, you know what I mean? So you gotta find those places that feed into what you're trying to do.
Definitely. Oh, she said a mouthful. So I better make sure y'all press the rewind button. And this actually is a pre-recording. And what I'm about to say right now, you know what I'm saying? I was about to say.
We live.
Y'all got a little snippet. Y'all gotta wait until you actually release this to get the rest.
I'm like, we supposed to get stuff there.
And we got to go. We blessed them though. We blessed them. Yes. So that's actually led into it, but I wanted to talk about that. I wanted to hear from an actor's standpoint. So, you talk about losing yourself in these roles. Yeah. So, the after work, do y'all do like counseling? How is that when you're so deep into a role and then you're going home? Like, spending so many hours on the set, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It depends on
definitely you got a family too, so I want
to man. And that's a lot in itself. It's so funny you mentioned that, because just to divert a little bit, being on the set of when LeBron was first coming back, they did a big commercial, the Hustle commercial. Was it the Huddle commercial, where everybody was like, doing this? So it was like thousands of us on set. And I'm seeing all these people behind the scenes, mainly men, and none of them had wedding rings on. And I was like, you know, I hear about it all the time. Like, it's really hard to be in this industry because of the long hours, the commitment, the passion, and the love for it.
Right.
That you can lose your home. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because people don't understand. I know when I was married, my husband didn't believe that I was on set all those hours. You know what I mean? So it takes trust. It really does take a lot, because your passion can really break up your home if you allow it to.
Right.
So not only your roles coming home and just releasing from those shoes that you're wearing, whatever that role may be, but really understanding that, you know, I had to bring my people in. FaceTime, you know, whatever it takes to let you know that this is where I am and this is what I'm doing. You know what I mean? But yeah, I noticed that being on the set of the Nike commercial, all those guys, and none of them were married or wearing a ring. And I'm like, you know, this industry is really a beast. Because it's some long hours and you're traveling and you're doing so much, and it can take a toll on you if you let it.
Okay, dope. So lastly, I want to make sure they stay connected with you. And before I have her give y'all the social media information, I'm going to tell you right now, the style she bringing right now, y'all don't even get the full effect. Y'all ain't seeing the shoes. She killed them with the shoes, you know what I'm saying? But I'll make sure I put a picture up there so y'all see it, the whole outfit, because she ain't playing no games.
Oh, you know what? I'm actually sporting my Lamert Park sweatpants. What you know about Lamert Park?
I ain't hips. Who is that?
Okay, so Lamert Park is an area in LA.
Picture's gonna come up on the screen so you can see all this too.
So Lamert Park is an area in LA that's mainly for creative Black people. You know, that's our area. A lot of movies that you've seen that area, you just don't know.
Okay.
But Lamert Park is our creative space, almost like Highland Square for people. Lamert Park is our area. So right off of Crenshaw, it's the hot spot.
Okay.
So yeah, check out Lamert Park if you're ever in LA. You've probably been there already, but it's a lot of poetry that goes on, a lot of stores that, you know, about nature, about herbal, you know, it's just all about creativity, creative space in LA. Lamert Park.
Yeah. I'll have to check that out. Let's get the people your social media information so they can stay in contact with you.
Social media, Instagram. I'm from Ohio, also representing Cali, so it's easy to remember. OH, Cali, girl. Crystle Panyther on Facebook. Black Butterfly if you're looking for information about casting or auditioning for any independent film or theater productions. You can definitely follow that on Facebook as well.
Okay, great. So I hope y'all enjoyed the Goalgetta podcast with Jay Black. Make sure you press that rewind button and grab a notebook and take some notes. Because some jewels was definitely dropped. And I want to stress that it is 2022. So I want you to make sure you stay focused on your star player. Find out what really makes you happy and do more of that. Because it's very, very important to protect your mental health. Understand if you got a dream, you got to make a decision. You got to transfer from a dream to a goal. And once it's a goal, you got to say, am I willing to put in the work to make it a reality? And if you are, understand that sacrifices come with that. Everybody's not going to understand, but it's not about them, it's about you. So I love and believe in you. And always remember, only person that can stop you is you. Yes. I feel them 3 words coming. I'm excited. Yeah, you're a goal-getter. And I want you to wear who you are. Visit the website below and grab you some Goalgetta apparel. We got the hoodies, we got the Goalgetta joggers, we got the Goalgetta beanie hats, and much more.
It's the Goalgetta Podcast with Jay Black. Stay excited and stay connected. www.jblackinspires.com